So okay, then maybe you can start. So yep. Okay, like this. So maybe we can start. Hello everyone. This is Seong. I'm an 8-dan player, and since 2016 as an international Go instructor. I have been teaching Go, and I'm very happy to hear for giving some comments. I think it's very worth it, and it's very meaningful to me as well. So I'm going to make 3 games of the Stone in the Shell League 2022. And today I am going to make 3 games for review, and then the next week and gonna be made at rest of the 3 games. Okay, so today I brought this one, the first Litchi and Greg, and Kiwist and Greg also, and Fantaloy and Kiwist game. Yeah. Okay. Average level is like around I think 1 dan to 3 dan. I'm not sure whether it's correct or not, but it seems they are very strong. So also, I couldn't analyze directly when I saw their moves. Immediately, I couldn't make the right judgment, which moves are best it is, or something like that. All the time, it's very difficult. So here I brought them, and I hope you guys also enjoyed it. And yeah, let's start it. And the first one is Litchi and Greg's game. That Greg was black, and he won this time by resignation. There are some smaller variations on the bottom right corner. So let's take a look at how it went. It seems this opening is quite popular in this league, right? I have seen already like 4 times. It's quite interesting. And then black played there. I think it's usually black answers, right? Isn't it? But 10 key. And white played this. And I was just wonder by myself, and then which move is the best. So I use the AI and then see which move is the best, or which moves that AI recommended. And AI recommended Q4. I don't know exactly why it is better than R4 or something like that, because it's also great move. But AI seems like AI likes this one probably. So maybe you can try this move next time. And black play there, and then white touch. Yeah, so it's quite. We don't know. Maybe Greg prepared something, but you will see. And I played this, and it happened like this. In the past, we always played like this in this situation, as we already checked the last time. And then it's gonna be like this. Not like this. Atari here. And white goes down. And black stretch this. And then white capture, something like that. But now white could play like this, or P3 also possible. And if I play this, connect, white captures, and sacrifice like this. I think this is also quite enough for both. Well, I chose this one in the actual game because the leather is good for white. So even black cut, and black cannot capture that 2 stones, right? Because the leather is good for white. So black blocked here, And there's very small fighting here in the corner. And then Atari, and then blocked it. And everything is so perfect, but now white made a huge mistake. So that's why it went pretty good for black after all. In the actual game, I played N4 after cop in Hane. I assume that yeah, Litchi, yeah, he seems he wants to sacrifice it somehow, right? Because the situation is like these white stones and these are two. They are weak. They are in danger. So it's not easy to fight the situations. So his decision was correct, but there are better way. Maybe you can have a look at the real game, how it went first. And Watane blocked and then sacrificed it like this. So it looks like, okay, right? White get here for free and here too, instantly. But the problem is that outside, white has so many weaknesses. Here, here, right? And they're also in danger as well. So that's why it went like this. Decide to sacrifice the game. But Greg made some crack before he's going to capture these three stones, as you can see, like this. But White tried to sacrifice it, but it didn't really work out. We didn't really go pretty well, right? That's what they expected, probably. So I found a better way. Go back here. So I turn it, and then to give the pressure to these black responses, but tracks move that this N5 would have been so much better in this situation. And white played this, and still black need to continue. If black plays here, then white can kill, can capture the three responses, right? White can block here. So black need to answer. Black need to answer, then white gonna sacrifice it like this. And then looking for M3 and to extend it with R14. So I can play like this as a MI. So if white plays A, or black plays A side, then white gonna take B. So this result pretty okay for white. Because even though black captured the corner, they are not that really big enough. It's around 20 points, but white took the outside perfectly, right? So why should I play something like this here? This seems much stronger and then much better the result than you got elite in the actual game here. So actually, you managed to sacrifice it pretty successfully over here. But the problem is still you have lots of the cutting points out there, right? So that's why you fixed it, trying to fix it, but it's not easy. Still, you have another cutting point here, and you got separated, right, by extending B. And so you decide to continue like this. But maybe this one's too much. Connect here like this. And black capture, then you're gonna sacrifice like this. But still, there's some aji here, and this cut too, right? As you can see, that the shape is quite annoying. It's not the really perfect. Yeah, that's why event like this. And then I think Greg played pretty well. This kind of move, as I record, as a technique. How black could make white shapes uglier, right? By this dame sumari, and then play here. And even later, I start to make some more select moves. The first one is t6, this one. And that exchange was not good exchange, definitely, for white. So I should have kept this exchange, but it's still not easy. Maybe I can play here. And still black can play here, and then cut like this. But pretty much fightable compared to the actual game. And then exchange it even, and then you realize that it was not sente. Black may tenuki. Is it? It's the seki, but it's not black to 8, so it's not that really good enough for white. So that's why I suppose that white tenuki. And then even this one, right? You miss this one, did you? It didn't seem so. That's a very little mistake, misclick. You wanted to play here. I wanted to play here, but was misclick. Okay, understand. I guess it's not that difficult to see the move, right? So in fact, after even you lost this A group as well, and the game is unfortunately over, kind of. Yeah, no, it's kind of over. So from this moment, if you would have played N5 first here, and then you could keep your influences in the outside and then thicknesses as well, right? So you can develop your own area or your potential by going A or B. That you could continue to play this game. But from this moment, made some several mistakes. Of course, the Greg played pretty well as well, but yeah, here too, and then finally this one too. Yeah, I said, oh, oops. Okay. Okay, and I think after you lost this game, the game is kind of over. And Greg also arranged it pretty well. Kind of surprised, except one move in the last minute, the very last minute. At the end, here, black went to the 3-3, and white is trying to, build something like that, right? To get this A, but it's not that easy. Black could tenuki first, and then slightly reduce, little by little. Okay. Here, and push here. And seems this white's response also are in danger. And there are some cutting points, and everything is very thin. So the situation was not that really easy for white. Okay, and then cut here and cut here. So there are so many weaknesses, right? So that's why I connected. But after this and connected, I don't know how you consider which one that you are considering this moment. But these two sponsors are not that you should focus on. Which stone is more important, or which area? So you got separate here, the stone responses, and you have a target. Seems you can give pressure to this A stone, right? So there are several possibilities actually. There are several possibilities. The first one is this one. Black could play here, and then C as in EI. A and B. So if I place here, then black can capture, right? This got captured, right? So you can see. So that means white needs to step back and black captures this A group. That's pretty big. And once more, another way, J7, Yatari, and push. And do you think that white can block here? How about the ladder? What's this going to be? The color ladder is working good for black, yes. The ladder is good for black. So that means white couldn't block. White couldn't block because of the ladder. White should step back, okay? Pull back, and black could swallow this A group. And still, there are some several cutting points. The left. So this would have been so much better and easier than here. So now I got a chance to capture even. Fortunately, black found this move, but here white gained a lot of territory, and I think the game is still good for black. Black is still ahead, but white chased a lot. And yeah, of course, definitely the situation is still good for black because white has still some rest of the weak group A, and here so weaknesses B. But here I really wanted to recommend you that Greg, if you are quite ahead, or you at least you're feeling, if you feel very quite ahead, then you shouldn't try this kind of move. K17, even though it is working. I think this is very, very risky. You try to invade it here and then break this white's territory, right? So that's must be the main purpose in this situation. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been invading over here, right? So then black gonna. So what's black gonna play then instead of K17? Is there anyone has any idea on this situation? So if you feel that you're quite ahead, then how would you arrange this game? That would be very, very interesting topic. Play B. Okay, here first. Okay, what's next? K12. K12. Knight move. Knight move. So I played this and black cut like that. Around K2, it's also possible. So black played here and here, so it's possible, right? Like black could capture this A. Something like that, exactly. Arranging from this way, or here, J11. So what does make this move is different compared to this move? So here, how would you play that? Would you attack this A stone directly or whatever? Wanted to tenuki, or you may look for something, other things for sure, whatever. So what is the best move in your point of view? M16? This one. Okay, so it's not protect this one, right? A. So prevent it to give this connection underneath to black. That's a great move. Maybe I can play N16 and 17. Here, boot and jump like this. So, okay, so here's the question then. Oh, why black come back like this? Even later. Of course, it would have been great if black continue and white got a chance to block this way. And now these two stones are trying, right? Because they have no way to come out, no exist. Okay, so here's a back. Black white played this and black tenuki, and that means till this point, it's really really important, right? Like an essential point, which you shouldn't miss this one. And then let's back to the game, the why. Why A is the essential point is. That was quite simple. A, this is not in a lot, right? So if you are going to play like this, and you're looking for A to surround this B group, like that, that means there's a no chance time to play around here because black can try to separate and got a chance to attack this A group, right? It seems they are in danger. They are in trouble. Let's say white jumps and black jumps. And black is jumping in to this A side, right? So black could easily reduce A area as well. So this would have been the perfect way that black could arrange it, this game. And that black could keep the lead without getting any problems. And in K17, that means now I got a chance to block here. And what to do now? Black lost this A, and black wants to attack this B group, right? Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. Black invaded C before. So let's say black touch or L16. I don't know how to continue it, honestly. L16, then we're gonna play here and a touch, or maybe directly Kusumi come out. Not easy already. So I think the previous review, the graph, I saw that your moves, especially when you're quite ahead, you're used to make a overplay. You wanted to get more, in fact, right? You wanted to get something more, so that's why you invaded, trying to break this one side. But you could actually make this game pretty easily, something like this. Yeah, so I really don't recommend to play something like this, especially when you're ahead. It just might you give any opportunity to your opponent, and you might gotta turn the table by yourself, by your hand. Okay, so I don't really recommend to play like this. First, slightly reduce from the outside, and I think that would be the easiest way, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to achieve what you wanted to have it before perfectly. Okay, this one I really wanted to tell you, and then white played there, and then now black got a chance to even cut here, but still two, not really necessary. Black could play here, or here, like this. Black could just break through the middle area. that black can focus on white's territory, that how black could reduce it successfully. Okay, now white jumped and seems black is in trouble. And now maybe white's last opportunity. In the actual game, white played here. So therefore, black got a chance to attack here and Hane. It happened like this. So white lost the two stances. So here's a question. How should white endure? Which move is the best way that white could resist? P17? Cut? Okay, so Hane. Black could ignore it because the corner is not important than the other any stones. M14? M14? Yeah, M14 it seems working, but I thought that's L14. L14 is still also possible. And now how to kill this white strings? How would you continue? How to handle it? So I fixed white's own weaknesses first, and now black's turn. And now it seems black got a chance to kill that white's responses on the upper side. But how? That's the question. Still not easy, right? So let's say Atari M block. It doesn't work because of this cutting point. I cut here and cut, and I can capture the two stances here even. And the other way, Atari here, and now I can cut and capture. Right? This is also not working. Then, not easy. 019. This one. Okay, Hane. And then Hane. There's black block there. Then now I can cut. Now I cut here first. So if black plays here, then I can go out. Now you see this cutting point, and then R and R18 here. So black block there, then now I can Hane or something like that. You're just about to win this game, but now how do you feel? It becomes super complicated. Now you're having headache and you don't know how to arrange the situation, right? Okay, so that's why I really recommend not to play something like this. It could be very, very risky, especially when you're quite ahead and your opponent's looking for all the time how why can turn the table this situation, right? It's looking for that only for that, but you're just invading here and then let's make it fun. Let's make it fun. Maybe it's fun, very fun, but very funny. But I really don't recommend playing like that because it's difficult, very difficult. Okay, seems very, very easier than any other opportunities and possibilities and opportunities of the whites. And there are no chances, I think, for white. Okay. In the opening stage, and white made very big mistakes, 2 times actually. And please have a look about this idea, 있지? This one. So you just decide to sacrifice it, right? The way you need to sacrifice the situation or your resources. And the point is how you will get good influences or thicknesses. That must be the first priority that you need to consider, right? If you are going just about to sacrifice it, your resources, that must be like that. If you will have some of the weaknesses or cutting points, that I can say it's not that really well sacrificed. If you will have that kind of situations or result. Okay, you need to be careful. That's the best way is keep having very, very great influences and techniques in your side. The solid way, right? And great too. And in the last minute, I think you played pretty well. But except the last move at the end. Okay, that was the first one. I was quite helpful for you guys. And then the second one is the Kiwist. Kiwist. Great again. Great again. And the last one is Kiwist and Fantaloy. Fantaloy, you need to wait. Sorry. Yeah, here this game. I found very interesting move. The opening stage. Not this one. Oh, sorry. In the actual game, right? It went like this. The opening stage was like this, and then there are one big mistake. I think a big misjudgment. That's why this game went pretty difficultly for white. Okay, so seems now everything is okay. So kick once here, and then here. Okay, so white play there, the Q5. Have you seen this move before? Or you kind of, or you say analyze it, or you have some preparation, something, right? Oh, I just wanted to try. You misread something. Okay. Honestly, Q5 was very great. This was very great, but your follow-up was not that great. That's why the game went pretty difficult for you. So maybe you missed something. The variation. I'm going to show what you are looking for. Hane, and then here, isn't it? So this variation. So if black block there, then why can't Atari and block like this? So I could successfully surround it with black group, right? So this is gonna be the sequences and what's the main intensive of this move. And the reason why you play here, Q5. So it's gonna be exchange A, B, and C, and looking for D or Atari E. But in this situation, I think black gonna try to separate here, and then it's gonna be fight like this. It's a little bit complicated, but black could endure pretty enough, right? So I assume that maybe white wants to keep this A group weaker, and then got a chance to surround this B. So I understood like that. But P3, when I saw this move, and my thought was become different. So this was a very big mistake. Why should I continue to try to surround this black group? Okay, let's say after this, black can maybe capture, but I can also surround it, right? Like this. Let's make an example, something like this. So white successfully surround this black group. But these two stones are not really, important. White could always give it away like that. Okay, the main reason why white needs to keep the thicknesses over here. Do you know why? So we need to know the reason, right? Understand the reason. So why should keep the thicknesses over here? Compared to the actual game, maybe we went like this. So here, this A is open. Exactly. Because of the fight on the left. Black had a target. Black had a weaker. So white had target. So white could attack to these black responses. So let's say white makes some thicknesses over here. And then, of course, black could jump out for sure. But now I can also going to play here. So keep looking for attack this A group. But if this main B group, which is involved in the same fighting, is not that really strong enough, then white will not have any chances to give pressure to this A group. Do you understand what I mean? So this main group, A, it must be very solid and strong that white could attack this B. If white A group is not alive or very weak, then white cannot attack this B. So like the actual game, an actual game might try to break some points in the corner, but black could keep the rest of the corner, and this C group became very thin. That was the problem. So that's why you jump like this. You couldn't play like this because you thought it's very thin, right? So it's very difficult to fight already. So that's why I jumped, but now black jumped like that. Then even black got a chance to looking for something like A or B to give pressure this white group on the low side. So like the actual game, the white didn't have any opportunity to attack this C group. So trying to break some of the points right here. They are very small. Oh, lost the sound. Okay, here. So instead, trying to keep your influences for the outside, or maybe like this. Maybe like this. So at least you can go here and then look for A to develop this B area later, or something like that. That's a big difference. So once you lost your own thicknesses over here, you never got a chance to opportunity to attack this C. Maybe this one then here. Trying to keep surrounding this black group. I think it's still very difficult, but maybe at least one exchange. No. Yeah, the 10 key, like 10 key was very good. and then here. Perfect. Okay. I also thought about this move. Maybe it would have been uh, powerful, but I didn't know how to react it from this move too. Mhm. But this one is also very annoying. White connect and now black can play here, right? And look for A, B as mi. So the shape is also not that strong. As I mentioned before, such this kind of the moves could be very powerful. So that's why a black could endure something like that. Okay, but eventually white took here, so that was good. That was good. But here you misread, I suppose. Curious too. This one. So then how should white play that instead of S6? P7? Yes, P7. And then black needs to connect it, right? And now I can jump here to surround it and while connecting A. So I could keep the a very nice influence outside. Because black can't play here, I can separate it. So the P7 was sent A. And now I can jump here. Surround. Now, this was the what you're looking for, Tuesday, isn't it? So when you played A and you're looking for get the B area, right? And black played there, and now white played this. Fixed it RT first, and black also must step back, and now white jumps to connect it like this. So you misread over here, so therefore it happened, and then black just captured, and then now it became very heavier and lost many territory points. Here too. Also another misread moment here. Yeah, the game became very, very difficult for white already. So if white cannot capture this A, then I think it's very, very hard to turn the table this game. But it seems very difficult to kill this group. Oh, maybe a touch like this. Touch, and then like answer, then white cover. Or something like this. But then black will ignore, I guess. Keeps the stone and then the other places. Not easy. Really not easy situation. So how did you feel that this moment? Very, very suffer. Have no idea how to play. Difficult, isn't it? You don't have enough points and good enough thicknesses or influences and potential. Very, very tricky. Okay, painful. Yeah. So I assume that because you made two big mistakes on the bottom right area. The first one, of course, because that you play P3, that you lost your potential. And second is that you misread over here. That you should have played P7 to keep the outside it like this. And now you can really look for the C. Okay. Yes. and correct it perfectly all the time. You're very good at, let's say, recognizing your opponent's mistakes. It's great. Yeah. Once you got a chances, then you never lose it. Never lost it. It's a strong point. We played it. Okay, and here, and it happened. There are two. I think correct. Arrange the game very easily. Oh, here's a question. Is that a lie? Is that a lie, this group? I wonder. I wonder. So what? What is then the conclusion in your point of view? And whatever, you can say it's a call, maybe black can kill. So this is Sente, right? B. This is Sente. This is Sente. So if black 10 key, let's say, then I can play here and Hane. I can connect it here or so. So if black is going to try to kill this group, then maybe you can say, oh, this is Sente. Okay. And then white block here. So it's alive. Is it alive? Does it have any idea? P11. Some call with K11. Oh, which one? Call. Oh, where's the call? K11. P11. This one. It's white. Yes. So black will react it. So black will react it like this. And what blocks here? P11. Okay. Like this. Atari. So it's call. Yeah, the call is the result, the conclusion. So when if black Hana here, then black can make the call. And that means this white group is not perfectly alive even, right? So the situation is very difficult. Okay, and then continue. Okay, so here, Greg is looking for another dragon here again, and cross attach and attach here. Then now, white lost on time. Okay, but here, if I had the time, then how would you continue? What was your plan? Okay, missed it. So maybe you can do something with this A, right? A group and B group. So first, I think white should play here and black jumps. And now I should cut here and push, right? Okay, because here, now I need to ask to the Greg. So how do you feel? Easy. If you don't know it. Yes, it's annoying, isn't it? Yeah. But I assume that you know the reason why you feel annoyed already now. it's risky. Yeah, here's again. Right? You took the another risk in this game too, same as previous game exactly. So what was your then? What was the problem then? Here, kick one maybe. Kick and cover, or before K16, or maybe N16 because of this. Hmm. So how would you play then instead of the N16 and trying to kill this white group? How would you play instead? J13 around here. Around here. Well, then maybe you could jump easily. Well, let white jump and then connect like this. Now, if you connected each other, this A and B, then you will have any weaker. Or we can or stronger, very solid. Or maybe you could play directly L17 like this. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So there are also another moment that you took another risk here too. And here and here. And now Kyrus got a chance to do something with your two groups here. I think it's not easy. Black can play here, but the problem is that we're gonna play this and this and this. So you already got separated. So maybe you can play here. But then why can't maybe try to endure something like that? It's already quite annoying. Or why can't keep pushing to keep weaker is a group or something like that. I didn't read up everything for this or for this fighting situation, but it seems already quite annoying already. Yeah, so black must find the perfect way to survive it. Yeah, so you took already another risk over here, like a previous game. So this kind of parts for you, you need to very, very seriously take care of it. Because already 2 times this league. Maybe third, not the next week. We will see again. Right? Yeah. And to Kirsten, some of the eye here on the opening stage, especially bottom right area. This move was great move actually, but this one is the proper way, and then you need to remember. And second is still good because that you could still keep the outside or something like that, right? Once you make solid or strong or thick for your A group, then you will have a chance to attack this B, or at least give pressure, right? So if your A group is strong, then Black's B group's gonna be weaker than this. But you are trying to break some of the territory. Now, therefore, your D group got the less thicknesses. Maybe it's not that strong even. But anyway, you played well even later. But because of this moment, you should have played p7 still. Keep the influences or thicknesses. This one that you need to remember. If you really wanted to fight or give some pressure to your opponent's stances or rook, and you need to be stronger first. Have a thicknesses first. Otherwise, it's gonna be very, very difficult to get. Okay, that's it. More questions? We can move to the last one. No more questions? Great. For you. It's all for you this time. Yeah. Your main problem. Okay. Okay. And then last one is Fantaloy finally and curious. Oh, you're a game again. Yeah. So this one I found that very interesting move from White on the opening stage. I never seen this move before. Uh-huh. G5. You analyze something for yourself, Pantaloy. That was interesting. I like this kind of move or technique or movement or everything. I think it's very good. And I also analyzed my AI and I thought, oh, maybe, yeah, it must be D5 because it's already AI does like this move all the time or any situations. And I picked this D5 and then, oh, it's great, not bad. So, yeah, interesting. G5. This move is AI. Oh, okay, interesting. I never seen this move before. I like those kind of the ideas. Some different situation it's working. It does work, but in this situation it's still working. Okay. And black respawn and white played here. And here, Kirsten, you played this one. Right? This one. And I really wanted to ask you first, why you played here? What was your plan? It must be a reason that you played there. And we also need to know. It was too slow, but you're looking for something. Maybe cut? Oh, okay. That didn't convince me, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. She already afraid of this Moyo, but it didn't happen yet. K13? K13? K3 you mean? Yes. But let me show you, let me tell you when you need to play F16, this kind of move. A3, sorry, 3. We're taking points with 6. Dororo. Okay. Black take a corner. And instead of this move, you mean? I think black reacted perfectly over here because the A side it seems big. I think black was okay. This direction. Black could play for sure like this. This is also another way the black could play here, but this seems also working possible here. This is also solid. Okay, but honestly, black needs to continue. This kind of move, the when exactly that why black should play B is that the situation that black has some potential per side on this area first. And second, if there are some already stones here, and that black could see. The C is gonna be very, very big places, essential points. But as the curiosity said, already I'm afraid here, some concerned. So that means even though white plays here, there's still black got a chance to play here. Do you understand what I mean? So that means F16 is not the perfect time to that you need to consider to play around here because white doesn't have any base left side. That means you don't have any reason to play B because A side is no potential if you see it here. So you can say A and B as BI already. Do you see? If Y takes B, then you're gonna take A. If Y gonna take A, then you're gonna take B. They're empty. That means you don't have to play first. And then it was right what you said exactly. It was very slow. So it happened like this. So I Tenuki here. So I got a chance to take the A side, right? Because you play A. So you should have played K3 actually, but this was very big. And then Pantaloid, what was your continuation? Can you show us your plan? Can you explain it? I'm gonna press down from the outside and it's going to invade here. He's not here. Okay. So black played there, and I assume that white needs to keep giving a pressure like this. Right? Then black can answer. And white invade 3-3. I assume that it's gonna be like this. Right. And then black may continue. So here, 3-3, whatever. The black played there, so I got a chance to take the low side. Okay, here and here. Well, I thought that you're going to play 04, isn't it? It didn't continue. Then maybe you don't have to play F4 if you wanted to answer just like this. I don't think that is good exchange if you won't continue like this and then giving a lot of pressure like this. And then white can play there, then black can double hane, something like this. So black could give a lot of pressure, or make the over concentrate shape. Or maybe you may consider L3. Maybe this might you like, I guess. Here. And white plus this, but still you have opportunity to save this A stone. Maybe you just found it. G2. And then G2 and looking for connection A and B as MI. So here, and then white answered, and now you can connect it here, right? So I can't separate. So white plus this, then you're gonna connect it. Mhm. So maybe you might like it. So that's why. So L3. It's already connected, in fact, because A sent it. Uh, so that's why I thought that when you play here, then you're going to continue. And so, but you tenuki, so I was like, hmm, just it has no really big reason. It's not that strange. It's not strange. Hmm. Okay, but here strange moves coming, and I also wanted to ask you. Made exchange here, and then you slide it with S8 here. But actually, this was very passive, and you could fight. It don't like to fight, but I think this is the time to fight. You could wait here, right, until up to this sequence that you could cut. But here and I play this, and you stretch here, or push here and jump. And still had a you have a chance to play around 8. But maybe you could kick here first. Kick here once, and then wedge and nick and cut. Something like this. Okay, so you played that means this stone, or so you treat this A stone as a very, very strong shape, a strong stone. But in my point of view, they're not so strong, and to me, it's a very now it became even more like stones because you invested one more move or one B. But if you play there, if I say that he's going to give you away, then you don't have to play like 8, right? Well, that's why. Mhm. So once you play there, and then later, if you're going to play here, C to try to capture 8, then white will easily give it up, right? Not really big deal. So I think after you played S8 here, and white got a chance to surround your A group, and got a chance to attack here. So when I counted here at this moment, black has around 30 points, less than 30 points, and white has already like 15 points with Komi, and still white has influences, and black does have a weak group here, so 8. So black is in the pressure. So in my point of view, the game is very, very good for white already. Because you couldn't really fight over here because white had already settled the groups, and they are very strong, right? And white played there. I think Fantably played pretty well over here. And then lastly, you made a very, very big mistake here. So you didn't cut again here too. So the two moves, I think I really didn't understand it. So here, you should cut. You should cut and fight. And it doesn't make any sense that you played here if you are going to play here. It's you helped white become stronger. You made white stronger. So cut. You should cut. Or should I play Q9? You push, you cut. Yes, I think this was slightly better. And then I could here stretch again and then give this 8 stone. The 8 stone is nothing nothing special. So now I could give it up here easily. So I would say Q9 is better than Q8 here because black can cut here and fight. And this fighting is not that even easy. White needs to save here, I guess. And maybe black can pip once and stretch. And looking for something like A or B. Separate it here. So let's say white answer. And now black covers. Then Hane. Oh, I think it's pretty much a fightable, isn't it? So black could give a lot of pressure or something like this. Not easy. Now what to do? Push here, cut doesn't work. The other side too. Why is it in trouble, I guess? So how should I play then instead of this? Or jump? Then black can push and cut. Like this. It's very difficult for white because white has only 3 liberties inside. Yeah, or something like this. Black should have cut and white should have stretched it here. Made mistakes like ping pong, guys. Yeah, but this was, I think, this kind of ideas, I would say, should erase this kind of ideas. It's like a you just make white group stronger. The fixed your weaknesses, your opponent. Yeah, like a big bang Q move. Yes. Okay. So once you push here, then you must cut. Must cut. Okay. Even later, yeah, black is trying to separate here, but it was not easy. In fact, I could even play here in Atari, connect. And now black is in danger because they have no connection. Maybe black can play here, but it's gonna be capturing lace. But white has more liberties than black. So it's not that easy. Or locally, white can connect it underneath like this. But Panteloi decide to cut to try to attack this A group, and also good. And eventually found it here to connect it underneath while making lots of territory bottom. And then here. So the situation is like this. If black cannot kill this A group, and the game is gonna be very difficult for black. And white got this side and this side, and then Bonuki. And black didn't get basically nothing, right? Still the corner is open. And this group is still in danger, but not in a lie. And another weak, because of you lost two opportunities to make a better result situations before. The first one is this one. Because of you played f16, that let white taking the O3 on the first, on the bottom side first, right? So if you would have played K3, that now the bottom side is yours. maybe we can attack this B group later even. And second is, yeah, here on the knight move. And should I play here? Maybe, yeah, the third. Fantoloi made a mistake, yeah, so why should I play here? Here now Black can cut. So this was, I think, your last opportunity this game. So after you let white connected here and to make white group stronger, I think you're going to reduce this A side, right? That's why play B. Pivot and jump like this, like a shoulder hit. But this is not the shoulder hit. So there are all weaknesses, cutting points that you fix it. You have to fix yourself. It's not. It cannot be great. It's you become very nice person to white. Very friendly. But I think yeah, for you it's suffer. Yeah. So after you lost the target, any targets that you can try something. It's not fun anymore. Yeah. Okay. You should cut. I think you should call and trying to fight Killisted in the previous game too, right? Or was looking for. I think you like to fight, you as you said, but I don't see. I have seen the way you're fighting. I wanted to see. Okay. So next time, maybe, yeah, will you show me? Okay. More questions? I think later, Pantaloi arranged it perfectly. I didn't find any mistakes from White here. White came out here and jumped and just connected like this, and then took N17. The upper side is also, became very less a small area because White played already N17 first. So later trying to play here, but even White's embedded here, it was very painful, and even Gote, and then slightly reduced over here, and yeah, it's nothing, right? No chances. Pantaloid really well arranged this game. Okay, so once you lost a very difficult situation, curious, so it's you already feel that, right? See that that's really difficult to turn the table again, to even chase this game, because if you don't have enough thicknesses and strong, weak, any target, right? It's already difficult, especially your level already. If you're a beginner, of course, you will have a lot of the chances to win the game, but you're not a beginner, right? You need to seriously consider how you can get opportunities, or how you can wait for the attacking something, everything. So please take care of this seriously. It would be really helpful to your goal. I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's it, I think, for today. And then next week, I'm going to make the rest of 3 games, and 2 of Pantaloi, I guess. We'll see. And Jororo, you don't play. Also wanted to see your games. Okay, please join the league. Okay. Okay. And that's it for today, and then see you next week. I hope you enjoyed a lot today and also have learned a lot. And then, yeah, we will meet again next week, next Wednesday, right? 20. And I hope you have a nice evening today and see you next time. Bye.